You already know who it is.
Yeah. Hey, you can sing.
Is that it?
You already know who it is.
You need these glasses and a big beard with this t-shirt.
That's the look.
That's the
Are
thing.
you seeing what I'm seeing?
Just look at this image here.
This is
you should be in the
right.
band.
We are trendsetters at intro outro. We've come up with, because obviously intro starts with an I and outro starts with an O. So we've come up with I-O.
Ayo.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Cross it over.
Yeah.
Ayo. In my neighborhood, it was the. That's how you knew there was somebody in our friendship group.
Ryan was in a real gang.
CPG.
The neighborhood we lived in was like a really nice neighborhood, but had government funding attached to it.
They all wore a uniform as well.
We had camouflage pants and a black shirt. Anytime there was a fight.
This is truth. By the way.
True. Yeah.
This is like actual.
And how would you find out there was a fight? Was it a different
Oh no.
social beings?
What up?
Social.
Scoot.
You already know who it is.
I-O.
Ayo. What was I doing? Ayo.
Why social beings? What inspired it?
Social beings means what it says.
We're social.
We're
people.
social beings, and the music is intended for a social purpose. It's intended to connect with people. It's intended to talk about social issues, relationships, faith. Social beings opens up the door to it being for more than just a Christian. We used to have times where we'd do a schools gig and you'd see kids walking away. Like, where are you going? Like, oh, that's that Christian thing going on in there.
And they'd be like, oh yeah, we like the music. It's just we thought it was for Christians.
Yeah, so that's a problem for us.
Yeah.
Because anytime you shut the door on somebody else, when you could have done something to help that, it's like, nah. And I like the name a lot more. I wish it was with an S at the end.
Dude, I was about to ask that.
Yeah,
what inspired the Z?
There's no
Just social
inspiration. It was just it's necessity.
It wasn't available on-
You needed for the branding. You need a website, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything else. You need it all to be the one thing.
Yeah, just
So-
type in social beings
And-
with a Z at the end,
Yeah.
and it will come up.
Yeah.
So that's why we just put the Z. I'm a super gangster.
Yeah, that is
Beingz.
true. You talked about the inspiration a little bit for the music, but
Yeah.
what has totally inspired it?
Well, the inspiration has always been to reach people who wouldn't normally listen to something that's Christian influenced or by Christians. So the inspiration's always been just generally for anyone. The main inspiration has always been to help people, whether that's, to help people find their way to faith or just to help them just find their way, just generally in life, feeling like they've got more of a purpose. And we just love getting messages where people are saying, oh, this song's really inspired me, or I was dealing with suicidal thoughts or self-harm, or my dad's left, and we're touching on those issues, and when we get messages back saying you've really helped me, that's the ultimate inspiration. So it's always been more than music for us. There's always been a message to it.
You've just released an album,
Yeah.
first one as Social Beings. Has there been one thing that has inspired the album, or is it a collective of everything that you've just said rolled into one?
This one, it was like we were exploring music. We were writing whatever we thought was cool, and whatever we liked, which is so important. Not every artist can do that. Some people don't love the stuff that they're doing. They're just doing the best that they can. And this was like, we are loving so much of what we're doing. We felt a bit more freedom to express ourselves in the music. And then some of it was causing a reaction with other people. Some people were loving it, some people were hating it. And so that's kind of where Social Mania came in. It was causing a bit of a stir here. Also, we didn't want just casual listeners to the music. We wanted people to be super into it. So it was like, I want you to be a fan of this. If you're going to be into this, I don't want it just to be like, oh yeah, that was cool. We want to impact people. If you want to impact people, you have to create some sort of buzz. And so Social Mania kind of frames it in that way of, it might be happy music, but we're trying to impact people.
What are your guys' hopes for this next year?
I think we want to release just constant content, try and be consistent for it to grow and reach more people, and we want to release more music.
If you have listened to it, then share it with somebody else.
This is the only way something grows.
Absolutely.
That's Social Mania. It's like, we need to get something where somebody wants to tell somebody else about it.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're not doing that in some way, for us, we're not doing our job properly.
How can the people watching, the viewers, connect with you?
So you want to type in Social Beings with a Z on the end. Instagram is a good one for us. YouTube, you can find all of our stuff. Spotify. Yeah, get involved, all of those platforms you can find us. If you go on our website, we've got gigs, regular gigs happening in places, so yeah.
All the information of these guys will be on the end card as well, so you can just click over and subscribe to them.
Hey.
And then their Instagram link will be in the description as well, so you can connect with them
Subscribe.
as well, and subscribe and all the good things.
Like this video.
Yes.
Write a comment.
What should they comment?
They should ask us a question if they
Yeah,
want to,
that's good.
and we'll reply in the comment section.
Nice.
I mean, you could suggest something else we should do together.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. What if Ben does a cover?
A little acoustic cover.
Yeah.
Can you play the guitar?
I can play a little.
Jeez, who wants to see Ben doing a cover of a track off
You
social
have to be in
media?
it. You have to be in it.
Oh yeah,
You have to be in it.
100%.
What have we just done?
I don't know.
Amazing. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and write your questions to Social Beingz in the comments. Subscribe if you're new around here. We would appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out.
Bro,
Legendary.
it is what it is.
Boys.
Subscribe!
See you soon, peeps.
Yeah, with a pocket full of dreams and a handful of raps. Hit 'em with the venom when I get up on the track. How the white boy learn rap like that? Bumming that